Hi, I'm Kendall Gray. I'm here to talk about Stifle today. I'm going to start off with a short passage to get your appetite whetted. Yeah, he wanted her. Not so much her, but her chemistry. It was a fascinating study in contrasts, a mixture of red and blue, hot and cool, passion and emotion, naughty and nice. He preferred naughty. She would too when he finished with her. He took 2 steps into the sweaty swell of silicone and hairspray, then paused to soak up more fire. Breasts grazed his chest, propositions bandied, hands with bejeweled nails groped. Inhaling deeply, he embraced the heat, stored it at the tips of his fingers for easy access. He bulldozed a path through the crowd, leaving a trail of pheromones in his wake. While the wildlings swooned behind him and clawed at his leather jacket, he tracked Zoe's path to the drink line and got there just after she did. Let me know how it goes. Scarlet, what was she still doing here? She trailed fingers down his arm, flashed a smile at Zoe, then blended into the wildling throng. Zoe's gaze followed her ass for a moment. She turned around and stumbled upon Sinnder. He barely covered his surprise at the shocking blue of her irises. That shock triggered the release of more pheromones, this time without his permission. He squared his shoulders as she did a glassy-eyed double take. Hook, line, sinker. His mind sent him on a short detour from reality into the very near future. So that's the beginning of, it's a part of the beginning, not the exact beginning, but Stifle. Oops, I can't see anything. There. Oh, yucky. There we go. Stifle. Stifle is a short story that I wrote that it's about Sinnder, who's a fire elemental. And he's really kind of a bad boy. The scene that's in Stifle is actually one that was in Inhale, the first book in my urban fantasy trilogy, but that original one was told from Zoe's point of view. And Zoe is in the line at the drink place and sees Sinnder for the first time and has a strong effect on her. Obviously, it has a strong effect on him, too, because he ends up having a little bit of a fantasy episode here, and that's what Stifle is. It's just a retelling of the scene from Shaggy's as a bar in Hale, and it's from Sinder's perspective. I wrote Stifle because I got this nasty, trashy, slutty scene in my head about a three-way between Sinnder and Gavin and Zoe, and I couldn't get it out of my head. And Andrea at the Bookish Babes told me, you just need to write it, just do it. So I listened to her advice and I wrote the story, and it's just a piece of trash, really. And I don't know. I really wanted to write the story, but I didn't know how to do it in such a way that it would not interfere with the relationship, the real relationship between Gavin and Zoe. So I had to make it a fantasy, and that's why I could get away with it. Sigh. Sinnder, I just love him. What's next? He is in the third book in the trilogy, Just Breathe, so you're going to see him again if you're a reader of the series. And I just started working on Sinder's full-length novel. So tentatively it's called Channeling Fire. I don't know if that title is going to stay or not. I have no idea what's going to happen with that book. But I'm writing it, and maybe it'll be published one day. I really hope so, because he's one of my favorite characters from the series.